there, this is Hannah Cruz at the Church Musician's Assistant. Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. I hope you will subscribe so you can receive our videos in the future. This video is the next one in a series we're doing about getting the best audio and video for your church as possible, and hopefully doing it on a budget, on an amateur level. I'm not an expert here, but probably like you, I've had to figure it out this year during COVID, figure out what gear to use and how to record and how to edit. So I'm trying to help all of us do that in this video series. This video is going to talk specifically about video gear. I'll talk about cameras and lighting and that sort of stuff. Right now I'm using my nice camera that I'll talk about in a second, and then some of the footage will be on my iPhone, just a heads up. So stay tuned for all that good information. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. This is my camera. It is a Canon G7x. Very small, portable, super easy to use. I got this camera after doing a lot of research and watching a lot of videos. People talking about, if you want to do this, then buy this camera. If you want a budget camera, try this one. And it was just a lot of overwhelming information, in my opinion. But then I found a lady who I follow. She has a channel that I really like, and she said that she uses this, and I liked the way her videos turned out. So I went ahead and purchased this, and I've been really pleased with it. Number one, because it is so small and portable. And also because there's an auto setting on it. I'm gonna turn it around. Okay, on the top, see this auto setting? That's what I would recommend you use. And I even had our professional audio visual person at church look at this camera, and after kind of going through the settings himself, he said, yeah, just use the auto, because if you don't use auto, you'll have to be fiddling with those settings constantly, and the auto really gives you a pretty good look at all times, even if the light changes, or your focus changes, if you walk away or get closer, all that good stuff. So to turn it on, it's just a button at the top and that thing comes out. That's fun. Here's the camera turned on auto. So looks pretty good, and if you have it on auto, it will go ahead and change its settings accordingly whenever the lighting changes or you move the frame. You will need to get a tripod for the camera, a tripod that will screw in at the base. So the tripod will screw in right there. You're also going to need a memory card of some sort. This one is 16 gigabytes, and I would not recommend anything smaller than this, because 16 gigabytes, in my experience, provides about an hour of footage. So if you plan to turn it on and let it roll for a whole recording session that takes several hours, you're going to want something bigger than this. If you're just doing a little solo here and there, a couple minutes here and there, then this will be fine. The camera will come with its battery pack. If you could get a spare battery pack, I would. I haven't done that yet, but the battery lasts a good while. It's just really annoying when it starts to go dead, because then you have to charge it again, and that takes a while. Here's the charger, by the way. You stick it in there. This is hard to do because I'm holding my iPhone right now to record. I'm doing everything one-handed, but anyway, put it in, and that would plug right into the wall. Other than a camera and a tripod, all you really need is a lighting source. And I highly, highly recommend purchasing something like this, a lighting stand with the umbrella. These are really, really cheap, and links to all of the gear that I've talked about in this video are in the description box. There'll be links to get those on Amazon, and FYI, they are affiliate links, so if you're gonna purchase these things, I would really appreciate it if you did it through the links, because I'll just get like a tiny kickback from that, so that helps me out. But anyway, what you would do is plug it in, and you might need an extension cord if you've got a ways to go, because the cord is not terribly long. But you just plug it in, and then there's a little on switch right there. You want to point the umbrella. See the rod that comes out of the umbrella? You want to point that at the person's face that you're recording. So let's say you're setting all this up and then you're going to go sit at the piano. Well, you want the light to be facing you, not in the shot of the camera, obviously, but pointing towards you so that you get this nice glow on your face. Obviously, the other thing you can use is your iPhone or smartphone. But iPhones these days, especially iPhone 10 and above, if there is one above that, I'm not sure, they have really good video capabilities. My phone I'm using right now is an iPhone 7, I think, and I went into settings and I turned it up to the highest the highest setting, the quality that you can have it on for video taking, which is 4K, I think. So this is as good as it gets on my phone, which is why I went ahead and bought the nicer camera. But hey, if your iPhone or smartphone takes fantastic video, then don't bother with the camera. Just make sure you have some really good lights and you get that lighting set up perfectly from the beginning. Because I will say, it's way easier to just get good video from the beginning than it is to edit the lighting and general hue of things in post afterwards. That's kind of hard. I wouldn't recommend that. So make sure you have good lighting and a good camera. For setting up an iPhone to take video, you will need some sort of tripod. There are a lot of cool pieces of gear out on the market. One is just a little iPhone tripod with 3 feet that bend, so you can sort of maneuver it into any position that you need to get it into. So that can be nice. It's really portable. Another thing to look at is called a gimbal. The only thing about a gimbal is you will need another person to be manning the gimbal if you intend to play or sing or something. You can't just set that up and then walk away. What the gimbal does is while you're walking or moving and taking video, like I'm doing right now, see how shaky the video is because of my hands shaking and my body shaking? Well, the gimbal smooths that out and it makes it look really professional. Makes the movement just perfectly smooth and level. It keeps your phone balanced the whole time. So if you have an assistant to help you out with videoing and you want some movement in the video and you want to keep it nice and smooth and professional looking, then I recommend a gimbal. All those things I'll link down in the description box. Hey there, so I hope this gear tutorial has helped you know a little bit more about video and what you need to purchase. Mainly it comes down to a good camera and lighting. Probably lighting is actually the most important factor in my limited experience here. So make sure you got good lighting and go forth and make great videos for your church. Drop a comment if you have any questions or tips. I would love to hear those too. Again, I'm Hannah Cruz at the Church Musician's Assistant. Blessings until next time.